Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. First off, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Whew! Man, last year went by so quick, and I first want to give a big thanks to everybody. I mean, everybody who watches our channel and you know, watches the videos and comments and everything like that. It's been awesome. Last year we decided to open up an Etsy store because a lot of you guys were like, how do we get these custom things that you design? So we opened an Etsy store, and oh my gosh, it has been ridiculous. I mean, you guys have, whew, I mean, I think ever since like we opened it in like June or something like that, you guys have absolutely killed it. I have been running my printers 24/7, nonstop, as well as designing and kind of innovating. Now, with that, we aren't going to stop. We are really waiting for the new rival Fate here. I have a ton of good ideas for that, but the way that it mechanically goes, I'm like, okay, I got a couple good ideas, so we're going to see. I'm super pumped for that. This message is really for a lot of you XFKO owners out there. I have built over 100 myself, as well as there is a ton of kits, and I just can't believe it. I thought maybe I'd sell 1 or 2, 3, 4, but you guys have ordered over 100, and I built over 100 myself. Now, what's crazy is I always wanted to initially make my XFKO line kind of modular, right? So right now you can put on different barrel tips and colors, but you just had the one barrel, the classic barrel like this, right? Whether you have the inline or the brass breech, you could just go on both, right? But what I've gone ahead and done is said, you know what? Let's start making some new barrel tips for that. Because if you guys remember in this video here, I just randomly made a barrel tip for a competition we were doing with Nerf Talk. And people were like, how do you get that? And I'm like, really? You guys want that? So I said, you know what? Let me first start by making some new barrels for our XFKO owners that are out there. So this is one of them. I'm going to throw it up here real quick. This is one of the official ones that I'm going to do, where it's see-through, which is kind of awesome, so you can kind of see through. Now, this will work for both my brass breech and if you have an inline. Now, if you guys are super lucky, and well, I won't say super lucky, but you guys have the colored insert for the inline clip, you'll be able to see that through the holes in the side, which I thought was awesome. But also, you know, the brass breech owners out there, yeah, you could see a little bit of the brass in there. Or if you are going to purchase one, we can leave the brass actually a little bit longer so you can see a little bit more of it through the thing. But I thought that looks super cool. A lot of you guys really liked my previous design that I did, so I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and officially get one suppressor that you guys can get now on our Etsy store. Well, almost here, probably like in a day or so. Then we're going to list this one as the first one, and then, you know, right, we're going to start off with just the one color, but we're going to try and ramp up to all the different colors so you guys can pick these up for really cheap. That way, you can have something a little bit different than your standard suppressor, right? Just the thick standard suppressor that comes along with it. Now, I have been kind of working with different designs, so I kind of did this one too, just to kind of goof around. You know, just shaved off a little more material. Looks kind of like Star Wars-esque-ish, but still, it's the same thing where it doesn't matter if you have the inline or our brass breech, you'll be able to purchase either of these. Now, I don't know if this is the final design, but this one for sure, again, is the final design for this. Maybe a little tweaks here and there, but this one, I was just kind of goofing around. And again, I thought it was kind of cool being able to take off your old, you know, or I won't say old, but the original suppressor and kind of, you know, replacing it with something a little more kind of unique than if someone else had an XFKO out there. Because I'm like, man, I've sent so many out that I don't even know if you're going to run into someone with another XFKO. So check that out. So that is what I'm going to do over probably the next month here or so, is try to build one more suppressor, maybe show you guys that and say, look, okay, we got these first official 2 new suppressors for the XFKO line. So I know a ton of you guys out there, you know, are going to be super excited for it. And they're going to be fairly cheap, probably like 10 bucks, like super cheap, maybe like 8 bucks. It is all kind of depends, but this one right here, I think this looks super cool. So many of you guys asked me for suppressors that I'm like, fine. And hopefully you guys can kind of see that pink showing through there. So a lot of you guys who have that inline barrel, right, you'll be able to see it right inside there. So I think this is super cool, super awesome, because a lot of you guys asked me for it. And it's a nice little hop up. You can kind of tweak your XFKO. We have a few more things coming kind of down the line for our XFKO series, you know, like a replacement knob down here. That's not top on our priority, but the suppressors are, because so many of you guys asked. But that's what this video is all about, guys, is just kind of go over and say, hey, look, I haven't forgot about you XFKO owners out there, right? I am building and designing cool stuff for you guys. So we do have the first original suppressor right there, or I'm going to call it suppressor extension number 1, and 2, maybe not it, but I will for sure be doing this one, so you guys can pick up that in your favorite color here soon in a little while. But that's all I had. A ton of you guys were asking, and that's where we're up to. But again, I cannot wait for the new Rival series to come out, because I really want to ramp that up and build some cool stuff very similar to these, right? Brass breech it, maybe do an inline clip for it, but we're going to see. So anyways, yeah, there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans.